I'm Gayleen McCaw from KFA, and in this video we're going to show you how to overlock round an inward and outward curve. Now my machine's set up for 3-thread. If you're neatening a seam, then a 3-thread overlock is all you require. It puts less bulk into the seam, and it also makes it easier, particularly if the 3-thread is narrow, to go round curves. The other thing to note when you're doing curves is that we must keep the material straight between the needle and the knife. So we will manipulate this fabric and allow it to ripple out here as long as it stays straight between the needle and the knife. Now to achieve this, I have to go quite slowly because I need to see what's happening as I'm going and that I have got it straightened and in line to do what I need it to do while it's going under the knife. And you notice that I'm puckering it up just in front, but as it goes under the knife, it will allow it to straighten so that I can get it sewing around the curve nicely. You can see it's puckering out here. It's the way I need to hold it so that I can get it to take the curve. Now, going very slowly means that I have time to correct it. I can only correct it from here, too late when it's under the needle, so I need to look at it and make sure I think it's right as it's going towards the knife, too late when it's up in here. The outward curve people usually find easier, and where you'd find it is on a princess seam, for example. We're about to go into the inward curve. Now people find this much harder because the inward curve by its nature wants to pull away from the needle and the knife. So getting it to go under straight is much harder and it creates much more puckering out to the side. So absolutely go slowly with this. If you need to, cut off a tiny slither, that's okay as well. Now, if you feel at some stage that its materials come away from the knife, just like we do with the domestic sewing machine, with the needle down, you can pick the foot up and adjust the fabric. There's nothing wrong with that, and it will help you get back on track if you're finding it a little bit difficult. Very slowly, because I'm wanting to make sure that I've got it straight for that little area between the knife and the needle. You can see I'm holding it pleated and I'm holding it just slightly in front of the foot, and I'm pushing this way to try and counteract the natural curve that wants to pull away from the overlocking and not see the overlocking on the edge of the fabric. Okay, let's have a look at it. So there we have a lovely outward curve and an inward curve with all the stitches nicely formed, nicely sitting on the edge of the fabric so that we have a successful overlock.